Today we're in downtown Las Vegas, near one of the very last original golden arches with SPEE-DEE, the logo, still on the building. Not too many of these left in the United States. This is one of them. If you're visiting Las Vegas, it's on the corner right by Sahara, in between Las Vegas and Paradise. Come check it out. Okay, over here on the corner of Paradise, Sahara, right by the Sahara. It's this classic McDonald's that still has the old-fashioned SPEE-DEE logo. All right, it's a very rare thing. So yeah, this is a vintage McDonald's with the original arches, the clock, SPEE-DEE logo. I got this tree up in the way of this thing, right? So 1953 is when they first adopted SPEE-DEE logo. He lasted till like 62 when Ronald McDonald took over. Not too many of these original McDonald's with the original golden arches. Now, unfortunately, this one, if you're familiar with Vegas, it's over in the ghetto. I mean, this is a shaky part of town over here on Sahara, Paradise, this little area. Homeless people, you know, whatnot. They've refurbished this McDonald's quite a few times, but it's one of the originals, and there's not too many of these left anywhere. And it's kind of cool that this one's still here. The inside's been refurbished. Now, unfortunately, the inside has been all modernized. It's got these stupid kiosks that everybody hates. It's been all redone, but this is the original building. Around this backside, you see the old original logo. Looks like they preserved this. That might be an original stained glass window, but of course the building's covered in these no trespassing warnings. Just as I was walking out the door, a bunch of crackheads were walking in. Let's get a look at this cool drive-through. Very unique compared to the new McDonald's that they make nowadays. Landscaping is fantastic. They're trying their best to keep it together. I mean, they've refaced it many times. They've gone with this gray color. But there's the glorious golden arches with the SPEE-DEE neon sign. I'm really disappointed that I'm not finding any kind of a plaque anywhere. Maybe there is one, I'm trying to find it. Usually they have a dedication to Ray Kroc. Of course, the original McDonald brothers wouldn't want to pay homage to him. But the idea is that you would go into a McDonald's, there'd be a plaque of Ray Kroc, and there might be some mention of how cool this thing is. The clock is not right, by the way. So it's really interesting. Every time I drive past this McDonald's, I always look at it, you know, kind of interestingly. Just like, wow, look at that. Why don't they make stuff like this anymore that's cool? They just redid a Burger King down the street from my house. It looks like a shipping container. It just sucks. This is back when Art Deco, mid-century modern was the thing. They try to keep this looking as nice as they can, but you know, there's a lot of transients walking around here, and they just ruin everything. So, but it looks really cool the way they've done it. Look at this sign. The sign had been burned from the sun. They didn't think that out, right? The sign is completely roasted. But yeah, you come over here, get your Big Mac, make sure you're strapped. You're gonna need it. Let's take a look at I should do this at night, because when the sign is lit up, it's fantastic. Look at that. Have you seen the original golden arches with SPEE-DEE logo? Retired in 1962, replaced by Ronald McDonald. Can't even find Ronald McDonald anymore. Pretty cool. Okay, if you venture just a little bit, about a mile or two down the road, right off of 15 and Charleston, this is old school 70s McDonald's. I think it was built in 1979. They haven't updated it or changed it. Also in a sketchy neighborhood. You could see where Playland used to be. I don't know if it originally had the Playland or if they added that in the 80s. But this is the old school McDonald's that we all grew up in. It's been repainted, you know, but this is the roof. This is the McDonald's that you and I probably remember. Let's check this thing out. There's almost none of these old school McDonald's left. I mean, when you drive around, you don't see this style roof and building anymore on just anything. Everything looks like a shipping container now. But check this thing out. You're gonna love it. It's been here since it was done in '99. or 79 it says. With Ronald McDonald, you got Mayor McCheese, you got the Hamburglar, got the Fry Guys. It's faded, but it's still here. I like it. So the access to the outside area is closed, where they removed the playland, and I'm sure they used to have a Mayor McCheese out there, the little Fry Guy swings and all that fun stuff. It's a shame that that's all gone, but the old plastic tables are still there. They've just got it roped off. This is really interesting. This collection of pins. Some of these pins have been here for a long time, and they've been collecting them for a long time. Remember Mac the Knight? Oh yeah. McPizza. Remember McDonald's pizza? Yep, McDonald's used to sell pizza. All these different pins. What a collection. It's pretty cool. One of the things you will notice right away is there's no kiosks in here. Look at the old school original tile that's here, the ordering counter. Now it's all smoky in here. It seems like they had a grease fire or something. I don't know what just happened. But it's all smoky. It's very dark in here. Kind of dark and dingy. I like it. These are old school. These seats, these tables. Check out this wraparound bench. The colors. The tile. Even the garbage cans. I mean, these fiberglass and stainless steel garbage cans. This should trigger some memories. I mean, even some of the artwork that's on the wall. They've updated these hanging sconces and little chandeliers. You see how smoky it is in here. But this is an old school restaurant. This is the old design, guys. You know what I noticed is look how big some of these tables are. Because families used to come and eat at McDonald's. Families. This big table here probably would have hosted birthday parties. See, you'd have birthday parties. Ronald McDonald would come out with your cake. Have all the kids out here, right? And they'd probably do it outside. They'd do birthday parties outside. Man, when I was a kid, if you had your birthday party at McDonald's, you were special. Got to meet Ronald McDonald, got balloons, McDonaldland cookies. It was a special place. So, what happened to McDonald's? What happened to Burger King? What happened to all of them? I'll tell you what happened. This prick Morgan Spurlock. He did that fake documentary, Super Size Me. It was full of lies. They were saying that McDonald's and these other corporations were targeting children. Well, yeah, they were. That was their business. You weren't supposed to eat McDonald's every day for every meal. It was a treat. And the thing is that film was so full of lies. There's a man who every day of his life has been eating a Big Mac. Had tens of thousands of them. And he's like a skinny guy. Eating McDonald's isn't going to make you fat. Unless you do it breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And even Morgan had to admit that he was lying about his weight gain and all this the things that he was doing. So they got rid of the child targeting stuff, making it fun. The Playland, McDonaldland cookies, Ronald McDonald, all of the things that made it so fun. Now look at these pathetic Big Mac. This Big Mac meal was $10.18. Look at this thing. I mean, I still love a Big Mac. They're great. What I should have done for the purpose of this video is order the Big Mac hack. Now, the small patties are frozen, but the quarter-pound patties are always fresh, because otherwise they'd take too long to cook. So you can order a double quarter-pounder and add Mac sauce, or order a Big Mac and upsize the patties to quarter-pound. Now you're getting a real old-fashioned Big Mac made of fresh meat. That's the best tasting one ever. I should have done that, but I can't eat that big thing. It's too much. I was also asking them about the apple pies. The original apple pie was deep fried, but it came out too hot.
Remember the lady who burned herself, spilling the coffee in her lap? She did legitimately get some pretty horrible burns to her nether regions down there. It wasn't a totally overblown lawsuit. A lot of people think it was frivolous, but she really did get injured pretty badly. But the thing is that coffee's hot, apple pies are hot, pizza when it comes out is hot. Gotta respect this stuff, you know? So if you want a little bit of nostalgia in fast food here in Las Vegas, you can visit this old school McDonald's. The one with the SPEE-DEE logo is probably more fun as a drive-through, because going inside isn't any fun. When I go into a restaurant and I see those self-order kiosks, I turn around and leave. I'm not using those things. At least here, you getting the genuine experience. You get to go up to the counter, order your food, and sit in a fiberglass plastic booth like you were meant to eating fast food. I need to do some research and find out, is there still a single McDonald's in the United States that still uses the plastic menu boards without the screens? Maybe still has some of the other menu items. You know, these are franchises, some of them. Well, all of them really. I wonder if they're allowed to still have some of the old stuff like a fried apple pie, McDonald Land cookies. Hey, let's bring back the McDLT. The hot side, the cold side, remember that? It was great. The Arch Deluxe. I mean, they've kind of simplified the menu, but they've tried a lot of crazy things, like the pizza. And you know how I feel about the McRib. Grimace, the Hamburglar. What is that strange thing on the wall? Let's talk about how absolutely huge the parking lot is for this McDonald's. Look how big it is. I mean, it's gigantic because families used to come here and eat, have parties, have birthday parties and gatherings. And they drove big cars. Look how big this parking lot is for a McDonald's. It's crazy. And it just reminds you, like, what this place used to be. It used to be a place where you and your friends, your mom and dad would bring you here on a weekend. Friday night, you'd come to a McDonald's. All right, I know this was kind of a weird episode. Bobby's Vegas going to McDonald's. But there's great things about this town that not everybody notices. The vintage SPEE-DEEs and this old McDonald's. I mean, maybe it's not a big deal to some of you watching because maybe you have a old McDonald's like this where you live. But it's kind of special to me because, you know, we've been around the new McDonald's for so long. They've been refurbing these things since the 90s, 2000s for the last 20, 30 years. And this one built, I think, 1979, I want to say. It's just cool. It takes you back to a time when things were different. And I think the thing about Gen Xers, the reason we're so nostalgic about stuff is because we all want to try to get back to that paradise that we used to have. And I don't know. That's why we like shows like Stranger Things and Back to the Future. And there was just something about that time that we got to experience. And if you weren't there, sucks for you. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. I want to do more stuff like this. I thought this was a lot of fun. Maybe I just had a Big Mac, but you know what? I had fun today. I hope you did too. I'm Bob, and I'm eating Vegas. See you on the next video.